Good morning and welcome to this week's Wednesday with Worbis. I'm here at Altus Primary School with Principal Cheryl Anderson, and we're going to talk about the playgrounds and recess time. As you know, we passed the bond back in March. Very excited about doing that. We're going to be able to build new playgrounds or additions to the playgrounds here at Altus Primary School, at Altus Elementary School, and at Rivers. So, Ms. Anderson, why don't you just tell us a little bit? I know you've changed your schedule with recesses. Kind of tell us what your new schedule is and kind of the reasoning behind it.
Okay, well, traditionally, we've always had a 20-minute recess around lunchtime. And so we just did that for years. But at this grade center with the 6 and 7-year-olds, we were noticing a lot of kids with wiggles and just hard to stay on task for very long. And so this year we are implementing an extra recess,
Oh, wow.
another 15-minute recess. And so we have taken 5 minutes from the noon recess, which is their lunch recess,
Okay.
and we have made a second recess of 15 minutes. Our first graders are taking a recess, an extra recess in the mornings, and our second graders are taking an extra recess in the afternoons.
Oh, wow. I bet the students love it.
The students love it.
Yeah.
The teachers will enjoy when the temperature goes down a little bit.
Right.
It's been pretty warm right now.
Have
But-
the teachers seen like a change in the kids during the day?
Yes, a lot less behavior issues. They have that extra time to release that energy that our 6 and 7-year-olds have. And also, it's a great time for our kids to socialize with one another.
Absolutely.
They don't get that opportunity during the class time when the teacher's trying to teach, but the recess time allows them the time to socialize and make new friends. Not just their classmates that are in the room, but make new friends that are in the other classrooms.
I think that's great. With us being grade centers, you know, they've been in the same grade, hopefully, since pre-K, and
Yes.
we're all bulldogs now, so that
Yes.
it gives them time to have that social time.
Yes.
We've talked about it in the past and never been able to add it to this, add the extra time in because we've been so stressed about academics. But the research kept telling us how much better it was to add that recess time, and I'm thankful that y'all have tried it.
Yes.
And it has been successful.
Thus far, it's successful. We're real pleased with it.
Good. Well, thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you're all second graders, and why don't you tell me your first name?
Jackson,
Jackson,
Jaylee,
Jaylee,
Jackson,
Gavin,
Anaya.
Panaya.
You get to play more, and it's more fun.
Good.
You get to play more and play with your friends and
I'm here with Mrs. Ham, second grade teacher, and I just got through visiting with Miss Anderson, and she was explaining to us that y'all have gone to 2 recesses, and I wanted to hear a teacher's perspective of, do you like that, and if you do, why?
Okay. I think our second recess has been amazing. We have a really long afternoon because we eat lunch early. So it gives us a little brain break in the middle of our long reading lesson. Lets them go outside, we eat a snack, and run around for about 15 minutes and come back in, and then we can come back and gather up and finish the day.
Perfect. So
So
you think it's, academically, it has helped?
Oh, I think
in your
it's been
opinion?
wonderful. It's been wonderful. When they start to get fidgety is right about the time we go outside.
Hi, I'm here at Altus Elementary School with Principal Terry Hamilton, and the bond passed in March, and we're so excited about that. And 3 schools are going to get new or refurbished playgrounds, and Altus Elementary School is one of them. So since March, what has been your process up to this point?
Okay, I came, in July
Right.
to this school. So we are maybe just a little behind the others since I'm a new principal here. But I will say that I have got a lot of enthusiasm going on here. We are excited to make this playground a playground that fits 3rd and 4th grade.
Absolutely.
And we also are excited to maybe add a walking track.
What was the process deciding, how are you deciding what equipment you're going to get? Do you have committees or?
We are working on a committee, and one of the things that we had to do first, of course, was to find out how much money we had. Then we're looking at the age of our equipment. We're also looking at what do we want to do with that playground. So our goals are to make sure it's safe for everyone. So we have to look at what we have and what we add.
Okay.
Then we want to be sure that it is going to push physical development, because third and fourth graders are still in that stage of developing, and we certainly want to increase their physical activity, so we want it to be exciting for them. So our third goal then is fun and exciting about it.
That's awesome. I think the whole district is excited, and we're anxious to get started. We're going through the process of the committees deciding what equipment they want. Then we'll go through the process of bidding and hopefully get the groundwork done, get the fencing done, and all that will happen this coming summer, hopefully. So thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you, Mr. Orbis. We're excited.
Great. Hi, now I'm here at Rivers Elementary School with Principal Angela Cook, and she's a little bit different out here. Instead of having just 2 grades at this building, she has pre-K through 4, so her needs for the playgrounds are going to be a little bit different. So why don't you tell us about your needs,
Okay.
as opposed to maybe the grade centers that are in town that are getting new playgrounds, and kind of where you're at.
Okay. Well, one of the things that my team and I have looked at is that on our playground, we have different sections. So we have a section that's geared for our pre-K through, let's say, first grade students, and then into our second grade students, and then we move around our playground into the third and fourth grade. What we want to do as a team is make sure that we're hitting each of those grade levels and giving each of them something. And so we want to make sure that our third and fourth grade, although they have really nice equipment, we would like to update that equipment a little bit more and maybe give them something that is geared for them, maybe some climbing walls and things along that line that would engage them in their activity levels. And then with our first and second grade, they have a new piece of equipment out there and it's in really nice shape. But again, there's some things that they could add in. One of the things that we looked at was, it's called a twirl. And it's basically just this tall shaft and the kids kind of hang from it and it swirls with them. Something, again, to engage them in their activity level, but something that's geared toward their age appropriateness. But then we have our pre-K and kindergarten, where we really need to bring in some more age appropriate equipment. And so that's kind of where we're at as a team, is we know what needs for each section. We just got to make some decisions on what type of equipment and come down with some cost for each of those.
That's great. Being out here at Rivers, it's a little bit different in that you don't really have an exterior fence, and probably we won't have one here at the beginning. We may add one later on. So that's a little bit of cost savings. Drainage issues, I don't believe you have drainage issues out here on the playground itself, so that should save you a little bit of money. But basically what you're needing is almost 3 different playgrounds here
Yes.
just at Rivers because of your age appropriateness and age span.
We're looking at that, and we're also looking at the surface area underneath the equipment. Right now, we have the pebbles. We'd like to have something that would be a little bit more safer for the students.
Right.
But
What are our options there?
we're looking at more of like the beaded rubber, which is the small rubber pieces,
Okay.
or there's also a rubber slat, which is a longer rubber material, both of which would work well as opposed to the rocks, or with the wood shavings, we take that risk of splinters.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of looking at the 2 of those. We haven't quite narrowed that completely down
And
yet.
turf, that's a,
Turf would be an option as well, a little pricier, but it would be an option. We have a lot of service area on our playground because we have the different stages of playground. We'll have to look at what would be the best for our money because we've got such a large area that has to be surfaced out there.
you keep saying your team is making the decision.
Yes.
What are the sections of your team, or the parts of your team? Not necessarily
Yeah.
names, but
With our team here at Rivers, with our playground team, our committee, we have some teachers that are on board. We have teachers from different grade levels, as well as we have 3 different sets of parents that have joined our board. And so as we come together, we talk about what is it we would like to see, and we have some high expectations. We have some things we'd love to do, but know that there's a few things we may have to wait until the future and
Right.
take care of some little things first. And then we talk about the equipment that needs to be purchased, and then ultimately we'll make a final decision.
excellent.
We just haven't got to that decision yet.
I know it's a lot of hard work, but thank you for all that you've done.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you to all the 3 sites that have worked so hard. It's exciting that we have the opportunity from our patrons to have this extra money with the bond issue and to upgrade at least 3 of our playgrounds. We're very, very excited about it. Also very exciting, last night we played in our first 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament at Olustee. We played very well, very proud of the kids. Also, this coming Friday night is another home game. We had one last Friday, and now we have one this Friday, and it's pink out. So hopefully everyone can come out and support the Bulldogs. And also our 5th and 6th graders will also be playing Thursday night and Friday night as well. And as always, may God continue to bless Altus Public Schools.